Hey, what's up everybody? Back with another Bowflex video. Today I'm going to be showing you the most simple and effective bicep superset that you can do on a Bowflex. Let's get into it. As always, before we get started, do me a favor. If you find this video to be helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even the subscribe. I do these types of videos and other health and fitness videos several times a week. So a superset simply means one exercise and then you're going to turn right around with minimal or no rest and do another exercise. Now a lot of people, when they do supersets, they like to do like maybe arms and then a leg, or maybe like a chest and a back, opposing body parts. But sometimes hitting the same muscle one right after the next is incredibly effective as well, especially whenever you're trying to build your biceps. So now what I am on the Ultimate 2 Bowflex. So it's a little bit of an older model, but the setups are going to be pretty much the same. What I've got here is obviously the handles that are behind me, which all of you are going to have on your Bowflexes as well. But in front of me, I've actually got a couple of handles down low where the feet are. Let me show you what that looks like. So basically what that looks like is I've got a couple of pulleys here, and then I have attached handles to here as well. So I've got handles here at the bottom, and I've got handles back here. If you don't have this model or you don't have a similar model, even the newer models with the bench will have a couple of lower pulleys. So this works just as well on the newer models as much as it does on these older models. But we're going to use both of these and we're going to do them back to back, but with a twist. Let me show you. What we're really going to be trying to do here is we're going to have our arms at the back, kind of behind us like this. We're going to grab those two straps there and we're going to do a bicep curl this way. So the resistance is pulling our arms back, and we're going to fight against that resistance and do a bicep curl like this. We want to stay at a 90-degree angle. We're not going to lean back and do these. These are going to be straight up and down. And then when we're done with that, we're going to lean forward, grab these lower handles, and pull these up. So now our arms are in front of us. We've got some trap action, some latissimus dorsi action. Some back is getting involved here in order to have our arms extended this way and to be able to do a curl this way. There is a major difference. You may not think this until you try it. There is a big difference in the way that these two exercises are going to feel between one that's pulling from behind you and one that's pulling in front of you. So let's do a couple reps and let's take a look at what that looks like. All right, so I'm going to start with the back here. Hopefully this doesn't get too noisy. Sometimes these Bowflexes, when the rods and the cables start moving, they can get a little bit noisy. So lean back and grab these. Again, I want to stay at about a 90-degree angle. You can see here that the resistance is pulling my arms backwards, almost completely extended. Now what I want to do is put a slight bend in my elbows, and then I'm going to do a bicep curl just like this. And now you can see my elbows are still well behind me. I'm not trying to pull them up here. That's not what the exercise is. All I'm trying to do is contract them as much as possible by hinging the elbow right where it's at. So again, the elbow is not moving. If you look at each rep here, the elbow is staying put. Again, try to avoid doing this. That's not what you want to do, because now you're involving muscles that shouldn't be involved here. So we're going to do however many reps of these we want. Let's say we're going to do 6, and then we're immediately and safely going to let those go. We're going to reach down and we're going to grab these in front of us. Let's do that. Now something you have to be careful for here is the lower pulleys, the ones that are in front of you. When you do your bicep curl, pull it straight up. Your elbow is going to be out in front of you like this, but the way that those bottom pulleys are made, if you pull them out to the side at all, the cable will actually come off the track a little bit. So you have to be really careful that when you're doing these exercises, that you're doing them straight up with your elbows tucked in, and I'll show you what that looks like. Just like that. Again, we're going to keep our hands pretty close together, as you can see, just partially for the pump, but also to make sure that the cables don't come off the pulleys, because then you got to put them back on. It's a pain. But you can see here, my elbows are staying in front of me. Zero movement on the elbows at all. And we're going to do the same number of exercises. 6. I think it was 6. I didn't count. We're going to drop them. And that is one superset. We're going to do it again and repeat it however many times necessary. Again, you know, one of the things with the Bowflex is its simplicity. If it's not simple, let's be honest, we're not going to use it. This is one of the easiest supersets that can help you build some pretty gnarly biceps. And you know, one of the cool things about this too is it requires no body shifting, right? You don't have to get up, you don't have to move. You don't have to change your rod resistance between your fronts and your backs. It's all, once you got that set, do them, rest, up your weight, sit right back down again at a 90-degree angle and hit it. Hopefully that was helpful for you. If it was, again, please hit like, maybe even subscribe. I've got another video where I show you the most important Bowflex attachments that you need for your Bowflex system in order to get the most use out of them. Here is a link to it wherever it shows up on the page. Check that out if you're looking for some new ways to increase your gains on your Bowflex. That's it. I got some work to do. Thanks y'all so much for watching. See you on the next video, and peace out.